welcome back to the channel. For those that are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is OLORI OkOYE and I reside in the province of Manitoba in the city of Winnipeg. And on today's video, I want to, in my own little way, answer some of your questions that you dropped on my community post, because I realized that after I made a video about my program, a lot of people were interested in also taking the course or doing the program. So on today's video, I'm gonna answer some of your questions. So if you know you're not subscribed yet to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, join the family, like, drop your comments, and also turn on your post notifications so you can get notified whenever I make a new video. So the first question I'm going to be answering on today's video is from Ayonyemi Tebnitokwe, which says, what are the courses healthcare assistants one can do online before arriving in Canada, or should one wait until you get to Canada to take the course like you did? Okay, so in Canada we don't have healthcare assistants. What we have is healthcare aid, personal support worker, that's PSW, uncertified healthcare aid. So you said what are the courses you can take online? I don't know if there are courses online, but I wouldn't advise you to take any healthcare aid course online, because during COVID, yes, you could do an online course for healthcare aid, but now that everything is relaxed, I don't think you can. I would advise you to do the course online, because it's aside from the theory parts where you go to class, okay, it's an in-person program. Like, you go to school every day, go in the morning by 8. Okay, I'm talking about CDI College. I don't know about any other school. So they start at 8 and then the class ends at 12, and after that, after the theory part, there is a time where you go for practicum. So practicum is when it's just like IT in Nigeria, you know. So after the theory part, you go for your practicum. So I wouldn't advise you to, do it online, because how would you do the practicum online? It's not possible. So I would advise you to come to Canada, get an admission, and then take the program in person. Now, before I continue, I don't want the video, just in case the video is getting too long, I'm gonna have to break it into two parts, like first part and then the second part. Okay, I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so now the next question is from Elizabeth. She said, waiting for the list of colleges. Okay, I think I answered this question in my next video. And then another question from Rebecca is, please, can I know how much you spent for the just concluded course you did, and how many months? And also, can I come through this healthcare course that you just concluded? Yes. Okay, the first question is how much I spent. I think everything I spent for this course, or the tuition fee, was about 8,800 and something. I can't remember the actual figure, but I know it's 8,000 something. Meanwhile, if I'm talking about the 8,000 something, I'm talking about Canadian dollars, not Naira, okay, or the US dollars. I'm talking about Canadian dollars. So you said how many months course is this? I think I started the program in September. Yes, I said September 26. So if you count from September, right? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. I finished my program in April, so it's a 7-month program altogether. Then what's the next question? Okay, yeah, you said that if you can come through this healthcare course, yes, you can come through the course all you have to do is look for a college that offers this program, and then get an admission from them, and then you start up the program. Okay, so another question from Orode Mobo. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it well, please. It says, what are the hours given, and is there room to work overtime? So what are the hours given? Are you talking about me now as a certified healthcare aide, or hours given for the work for the school? Okay, I'll talk about the work now. There are the hours given in Canada. They have 3 different types of shifts. Like, there is the morning shift, there is the afternoon shift, and also there is there is morning shift, there's evening shift, and then there is the overnight shift. So the morning shift usually starts at 7. In some companies they start at 7, some 8. So if you start 7, it's an 8-hour shift. Okay, so if you start at 7, you close at 3, or if you start at 8, you close at 4, which is 8 hours. That's the morning shift. And now for the afternoon shift, it's usually from 3 to 11, or 3 to 11. Usually that's the shift I do. So where I work now as a certified healthcare aide, my shift starts at 3:30 and then ends at 11:45 p.m. So that's it for the question. And then, is there room for overtime? Plenty rooms. There are plenty rooms. The question is, are you strong enough to do the work? That is what you should be asking yourself, not if there are room for overtime. There are plenty room. You can work as long as you want, but I would advise that you, as you are working, also take a break. Like, give yourself time to relax. Don't just work. Canada is in need of healthcare aid, and the demand is so high, so there is room for overtime. If you're still watching the video up to this moment, please don't forget to drop your comment, subscribe to the channel, share the video to your friends and families, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified whenever I make a new video, guys. Another question from Sheun Abolade says, how did you get to register to be healthcare aid student? What is the duration, and were you able to work elsewhere, even as a student? Okay, how did I get to register? This is how I got to register for my program. I searched for the school online, and then I connected with the school, and I think if you watch my video on my first day in school, I explained how my school, CDI College, helped in processing my student loan, because in Canada, as a PR holder, you are qualified for a student loan if you want to go to school. In fact, they encourage you to go to school. Like now, if I want to do another program, they will also sponsor me, like give me a loan. And then the good part of this loan is I don't get to pay until 6 months after I graduated, which has given me a long room, to look for work. They know that, okay, peradventure you don't get a job before immediately you graduate, at least within 6 months you'd have gotten a job, which is not possible. Okay, I know that healthcare aid is hot, like hot cake. So the school helped me in processing the loan, and then doing the loan application, and all that. And then what's the duration? After the duration, okay, were you able to work else even as a student? Yes. So as I was going to school, I was also working. I think I made a video on that, but somewhere along the line the video got mixed up somewhere, so I couldn't post it. So as I was working as a student, as I was going to school, I was also working. I said I leave the house at 7:15. I take the bus. I get to school before 8. My school starts at 8, so I close at 12. When I close from 12, I get home by 1. I go back home because I have a 3 to 11 shift. diagnosed. So as a student, you can also work, and also as an international student. If you're coming as an international student, good news is that they have extended the hours international students works. Initially it was 20 hours weekly, but they found out that the 20 hours was not enough for them to, you know, pay their bills and all that. So they've extended the hours for international students, so they can also work 40 hours a week. So I was working, yes, I was working while I was going to school. Another question from Justin Cynthia says, want to ask, as a Nigeria RN, do I still need to go through the course? Okay, as a Nigeria RN, I don't know if Nigeria the curriculum, or what is it called, the standard is up to Canadian standard, but I know that those from the Philippines, if registered nurses from Philippines, once they come into Canada, they challenge the board, because the standard of what they teach them in the Philippines and Canadian standard is almost the same thing. So for Philippines, they challenge the board, but for Nigerians, I don't know. But I have a friend that was a registered nurse back home in Nigeria, and when I got talking, we work in the same company, the same health center. When I asked her how she did it, I think she said she did the program for, she did the healthcare aid program. I don't know why, but she did it for like 2 or 3 months, and she challenged the board. And then from there she did LPN. So she's working as a licensed practical nurse now. So I don't know if they accept Nigeria certificates, or if you need to challenge the board or go through the course, this course. Another question from Bayo Disu says, if my wife comes to Canada using this route, can we join her later down the line? Oh, sure, definitely. If your wife comes into Canada as an international student to study healthcare aid, down the line you can invite the family over, and then, you know, you guys can join her down the line. I know so many students that came in as a student, and now their family are with them now. So another question from Bello says, please, can I move to Canada with this your completed course with my family? I'm a support worker in the UK, but I want to come to Canada and study route. Oh, sure, definitely you can. But, you know, I think it depends. I've heard of people that came to Canada as an international student and they came with their kids, and then I've heard of some that came alone, and then along the line their family came to join them. So as a support worker in the UK, at least you have the experience. So it's you can come to Canada to study the course. This is where I'll draw the curtain to this part 1 of this video, and then I'll do a second video supporting this one, answering some other questions. I hope I've been able to I hope I've been able to answer your questions, or if I miss out on your questions in the first video and then I also miss it on the second video, please let me know so that I can find a way and, you know, balance it up. Like, I see you in my next video, in my next vlog. Bye. Love you. Thank you for all the support so far. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Mwah.